Like that, tell the people that phony water is back. Like that, tell the people that phony water is back. Like that.
You are tuned into the W Show on Sideline Sports Talk Network and 100.1 FM, Kansas City. Live from Radio Row in San Francisco, California. Brought to you by Gates Barbecue, the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum, Dillard Zona Rosa, the Soul of Santa, Golden Gate Funeral and Cremation Services, and Wood Nissan.
All right, back here live from Radio Row. We've had some great guests joining us, and we're moving today, moving and grooving. And it's Thursday here in San Francisco. You forget what day it is?
Man, listen, it's Groundhog Day, man. Every day seems the same.
All right, we have Tyson Ross joining us here on Radio Row, man. We appreciate you giving us some time today.
Yeah, of course, man. Happy to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, what brings you to Radio Row?
I'm Bay Area native, so grew up in Oakland, played Major League Baseball for 9 years. And I just want to come out here, promote the nonprofit I'm running in the Bay Area, give back to kids through the game of baseball and softball, and then also just network.
And it's cool because I when they sent me that email about bringing you on and being a former MLB player, light bulb came on my head because a lot of kids can't afford to play baseball nowadays. Just talk about the importance of being able to play baseball.
Yeah, baseball is a tremendous game. I mean, I grew up playing it. It's pretty unique in that everyone can find a way that they can play the game, regardless of size, regardless of speed, whatever. You can find a way to get out there and play. A lot of teamwork involved, a lot of patience, a lot of failure, a lot of leadership qualities that come out of the game. And, for me, growing up as a kid in Oakland, my foundation, those kids I grew up playing with are still my friends as adults today. And so that's what I've been trying to do is provide access to kids to have the same relationships built in the dirt as kids that you can last a lifetime.
Yeah. What was it about baseball that drew you to it?
It was something I did with my family. My dad coached me. I just understood the game for whatever reason. It's a little more cerebral and I just understood, okay, this is the order of actions that happens. Like in this scenario, I can think through it. I know where I need to be, what I need to do.
Yeah.
It was just something that clicked with me when I was a kid.
Me too. I can understand it. Earlier today, we were talking about, football plays, right, left, go up here, do that. And I was like, whoa, I wouldn't be able to remember that. But I can remember baseball.
Yeah.
And Loyal to My Soil is the name of your foundation. Just talk about why you decided to name it Loyal to My Soil.
Yeah, so it all started during COVID 2020. My first time in a long time not actually playing baseball. And I was at home in the Bay Area trying to connect with people in the community, see what was going on. And, like I talked about that foundation, it was growing up at Greenman Field down the street from the Oakland Coliseum in East Oakland playing ball. And that's where it all started. And that's what I really cared about. And that league used to be 1,200 kids, dropped down to less than 200 before COVID. So it had nothing to do with the pandemic. And so I was really trying to figure out what happened to the league. And, I knew that was my soil. That's where I came from. And so I knew I needed to get back to it. And I didn't want to put my name on it.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be something that brings people out, that call to action kind of thing. And that's why it all kind of worked out.
And when did you know, of course, you played baseball all of your life, but when did you know, like, hey, I can make it to the Major League?
It's funny. Someone was asking me a similar question earlier. And I was like, I was always, in my mind, the worst player on the best team. So, like, I was 11 on a 12-year-old team that went to the World Series. I was, a freshman on varsity. I was like, I don't think I should be here, but I'm actually pretty good, but I'm not the best on this. And so I just kept being the worst player on the best team and going through the levels. I got a college scholarship, and then I kind of separated myself at that point.
And what would you tell a 13, 14-year-old kid that everybody's telling him is good, but he doesn't really know, like you said, but everybody's telling him, like, hey, man, you're good.
Yeah, I mean, definitely believe in yourself, but also stay humble. I mean, I think that's the thing with me thinking I was the worst on the best team was I was always humble. I was like, I'm lucky to be here. I got to keep working, And then also for all those talented kids out there, like lean into the things you're not good at. I think a lot of times we just always go hard on what our strengths are. We want to look good. We want to be like, I'm good. But the things that you're not good at are the things that are going to hold you back ultimately. So if you can, work on those in silence and really raise the floor, you'll be in a good spot.
You talk about, go ahead.
I was going to ask, being a Bay Area kid, how do you feel about the Oakland A's movement?
Yeah, it's tough, man. I mean, I grew up in Oakland, played for the A's. I've got two young sons. I was able to take them to a couple games that last season that they were in town. And I think it's just a big piece that's going to be missing from the Bay Area because, all three teams at this point have left the town. But baseball had a special place in the city. I think Oakland has a really rich baseball history itself.
Yeah.
And I mean, just generations of fans are going to be missing out because of that.
Yeah. Are you the guy that played every position throughout your career, or were you kind of like stuck in one for your whole career?
As a kid, I played everywhere, so I didn't even really pitch much. You know, I'd get on the mound and throw the ball to home plate, but I wasn't a pitcher until I got to I was a junior in high school, and that's when I really started focusing on it. But I just love to play the game, and so I know now everything's specialized. You got pitcher onlys at 9 years old, and this and that, and it's like I learned so much from playing the game from different positions, and a different perspective on it, that it allowed me to understand. Okay, like at the major league level, I can pick off here because he's trying to do this, or the hitter's thinking that, so I can throw the ball here. So I encourage kids to play as many positions, as many sports as possible.
And what was your pitch? What was?
I had a slider that I learned at 11 years old, and it lasted me my whole career.
And so throwing that slider, did it affect you all injury wise or anything?
I did have a couple injuries over the years, but I mean, you know, fortunately pretty healthy, and I mean it was able to make my career what it was.
And then how did you hold it seams wise?
I mean, I was just kind of right off the horseshoe, and I just threw it like a fastball. I threw probably a million of them in my lifetime now.
What was your velo? And let's say you were a junior in high school. What was your velo?
Oh man, I mean, I'm sneaky old, so like when I was a kid, you didn't really have radar guns.
Okay.
I think when I was a junior in high school, maybe I cracked 90 miles an hour, like in the summer, the first time, and then senior year I got up to maybe like 94. I was like 90, 94, somewhere in there. But like we only cared about outs, so like that's the difference now with kids. Now it's all about what's my stuff look like, how hard am I throwing? You know, how good am I compared to everyone else? And when I was playing, it was like if you're on the mound, you got to get 3 outs so we can get the dugout and hit. Otherwise, everyone's mad at you. So I was always just trying to figure out how to get out. So I'd spin it, I'd do whatever, just trying to, you know, play the game and get up there and hit, which I used to love to do.
Right. Yeah. reason I asked, my son's 14 and he just hit 83.
Okay. That's legit.
Great. Yeah. So that's why I asked.
Well, I want to ask, you talk a little bit about like the decline of like youth playing baseball. What do you think the league needs to do to kind of like bring that back to the forefront and make it exciting again?
Yeah. I think just empowering people to get back into their community like I'm doing. You know, I'm doing it here in the Bay Area, but I want to create this blueprint to be open source for you to go to your hometown, leverage your network of people to get back to the community. Because ultimately that's where the power lies. And I think, you know, when you talk about the league, what can the league do? We have these top-down solutions. They never quite get to the right people in place in the communities. But when I go home and I go to the field that I grew up playing on, or go to my high school, or go to my college, I've got this network that I can leverage that really cares about what I'm doing and trying to help empower the youth.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's cool, man, to see you giving back in baseball because we don't see kids playing. It's just one of those things where you get the kids that you got the top kids in the programs, and then it kind of just falls off from there. Where do you see your program going? You know, 5-10 years from now?
Hopefully, there's a bigger pool of players that are playing because we're giving access to it earlier. I think one of the issues you see is like because there aren't enough kids playing it, and they all break off, play select ball, travel ball, and now it really dilutes the population. So if we can get more kids playing early and grow a bigger talent pool, then kids can stay local and play high level competition because you have more players that are playing at a high level, and you don't have to go across the country to tournaments to face someone that may be decent, maybe not. But yeah, I think with our organization, if we can continue to grow here in the Bay Area and then be a resource to others across the country, as we've popped out, we've gone to Arizona, we've gone to Hawaii, working on going out to Miami and just helping them do the same in their communities. And with bats costing $400 or $500 and changing, and they come out with new ones of the same model, just put a new sticker on it, and they're still $500.
Oh, yeah,
crazy. No, and only one person's hitting at a time. That's something no one ever talks about.
Exactly.
You know? Kids walk to the field with 2 bats in their backpack, and it's like you only use one of those, and you could all share it the whole team. How can people support you? You can go to our website, loyaltomysoil.org. Look us up on Instagram. We're an open book. We like to help people. If you're here in California, we'll do the best we can. If you're around the country, reach out. We're always looking for ways we can partner with new groups and get out there and help support other people. Cool.
That's Tyson Ross. We appreciate you giving us some time today.
Thank you very much.
Who you got before we get out? Who you got winning the game on Sunday?
Man, I got a lot of people up in Seattle. I want to see them happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Seattle. All right, we'll be back here live from Radio Row with more guests.
Opinions expressed on the W Radio Show by the hosts, co-hosts, guests, and call-in listeners are solely the opinions and responsibility of the original source who expressed them. They do not represent the opinions of the W Show, 100.1 FM, One Kansas City Radio, Sideline Sports Talk, Team Wall Street Foundations, or affiliates.